60 and older population will hit 100 million, and 75% are not adequately prepared for retirement. They've either saved too little or they've lost too much. Economist and Professor Emeritus at the Wharton School of Business, Dr. David Babbel, joins us from New York City, along with the founder of SmartRetirementStrategies.com, Karlan Tucker. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hi. We have millions of baby boomers who are approaching retirement in the next 20 years. What is the financial situation looking like for them?
A lot of the baby boomers are finding that they're going to have to be working longer because they've lost so much in the stock market and the bond market. They also are getting much lower interest rates on their savings than they used to. In fact, they're historically low, 1% or less. Money markets, my money market now says I'm earning 0.00%.
Wow.
So it's hard to live off that kind of income. And they're working longer. They've got to do something different. One thing that we were taught is that if you put your money in stocks and bonds in the long run, you'll be best off. A famous economist said that in the long run, we are all dead. John Maynard Keynes. And as you approach retirement, you haven't got a long run to work with in terms of accumulating savings. So you need to put your money in something much safer.
So what do you recommend to people who are approaching retirement? How can they prepare adequately now?
Well, Kristen, I've had the opportunity and the privilege to interview over 5,000 baby boomers in the last 30 years of my career, and we created the site SmarterRetirementStrategies.com to share the knowledge and information that I gained in all those interviews that will empower people approaching retirement or in retirement to be able to secure their retirement and have a standard of living that will maintain their economic level throughout retirement. There's videos and videos there with Dr. Babbel, a panel with economists and retirement experts that will lay out the problems that we're facing for retirement and the solutions and strategies that retirees can implement to be able to have a secure retirement.
Well, I know, Karlan, that you have a ton of information on your website about that. Is there anything that you can tell us here on the show, like any tips at all to kind of help out and help these folks out to prepare for retirement?
Sure. Lots of folks are diversified in the market, and so that means some of your money is safe and some of it has opportunity. We are showing on the website how you can have safety and opportunity on the same dollar at the same time. There are vehicles like indexed annuities, market-linked CDs that are FDIC insured, indexed universal life, and other tools that will allow you to protect principal, capture the gains on autopilot. That's important because just because the market goes up doesn't help you unless you can capture the gain. And we have never met anyone that retired on unrealized gains. So the site will give you tools, knowledge, and education to be able to have a secure retirement. And there are many things that we're faced with that folks need to be aware of, and so that you have the tools to be able to deal with that.
Right. Now, what are some of the common misconceptions when it comes to retirement?
Well, there are quite a few. We have some rules of thumb that if you can save 2 to 3 times your income, you put it in the market, you'll probably do okay in the long run. Well, if you're going to live on average 20 to 25 years after retirement, and some people live 40 years, having 2 or 3 years worth of savings doesn't cut it, especially when the savings are earning 1%. In fact, Wall Street is now coming out with studies saying you need perhaps up to 11 times your savings if you want to have your savings together with Social Security last through retirement and keep your lifestyle.
I mean, Kristen, 11 times is daunting. I mean, how many folks have saved 11 times your annual income? The reason Wall Street recommends such a high number is there's so much volatility. You have to have this huge buffer so that when you are in their low points, you still can pull off enough income to sustain your standard of living. Well, that may not be possible for many folks, so we recommend that you go ahead and protect your principal, and that'll give you the opportunity to have a much smaller amount and secure your retirement.
All right. Well, great information for us today, and I know you have a whole lot more on that website. Can you give us that website one more time for our viewers?
Sure. It's SmarterRetirementStrategies.com. Okay,
and we'll make sure we put that up on our website, CASA.com. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Coming up next, future Academy Award winners premiere their first film.